She's my Gina, she's my Vivian, my Fizzy. It don't matter, I'm gonna play the role.
This is Sister V
She's my
live,
beauty, she's my queen. It don't
IntellectualRadio.com,
matter
coming
with
at you with
me,
the
I promise
Fireside
that I'll
Chat.
leave the throne.
Just like last week, we were discussing the pride, the similitude of the lions with true family. And through that conversation, we discovered that baby mama drama, well, I discovered that baby mama drama is, in fact, uh, something that affects the pride of a man and his family. And so this evening, I have guests joining me. That would be Boo and CJ, two different generations from two different generations of fathers who will be sharing today their experiences with baby mama drama and how it has affected their relationship with their children and how they cope and overcome those challenges and those struggles and the fight that it takes to maintain that place in fatherhood with all of the drama that's coming their way. So I just want you guys to brace yourself. I know this is not the norm to talk about this kind of stuff, but it's very prevalent in our community. It's a concern because our men have feelings and they have just as much as right to their children as we do, and sometimes we treat them like they don't. So I'm just joined here today with my brother, Boo. So good to see you. You guys probably cannot see him, but you can go to intellectualradio.com or YouTube. You could go to intellectualradio.com on YouTube and you'll be able to see him through there. Okay, so how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Doing good
I'm
today?
blessed to be here. I want to support you in any way I can. You know, I love you, girl.
Oh, I love you too,
Yeah,
brother. I love you too.
yeah.
Um, I just watched your journey,
Hmm.
for a long time, and I had I had the opportunity to sit back and watch the struggle, and we did a lot of talking and everything like that. And so I've seen you fight and continue to fight. Hi, Shire. Hey, daughter. Thank you for watching. So I've seen you struggle and fight to maintain your place in fatherhood through the baby mama drama. You never gave up, even through the sweat and tears. I've never seen you withdraw yourself from your children. I've never seen you allow that to run you away. And I just want to discuss that today because there are so many brothers like you, young and older, who have that same struggle, but it is gone unnoticed and it's kind of normalized now for a young man to have baby mama drama. And is just not given enough attention. We don't take it very serious how it's affecting the child and the relationship with the child and the father. So can you tell me in what ways have baby mama drama affected your relationship with your children?
Well, over time, when you coming up in a one parent home, you see insight on how some things can carry over into the next generation and the generation after that. How it affects the child. Me being priority of, my mom and, you know, my father, he was there but not there, but not in a way where it'd have been a big difference in my life. But going through that situation, dealing with that has made me understand what it is I gotta do differently because I didn't want that for me growing up. So I had to take that next step
Mm-hmm.
to not carry on the what I said in the beginning would be a curse that the family carries on to the
Generational
next
curse.
generation.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be better.
Okay.
I have to learn for myself the steps of a man on my own and what I see in other men who want to do better, who doesn't want to have that curse or stipulations of this is what I'm supposed to do, This is how I'm supposed to go about things. I have to be that force to be reckoned with, meaning that I'm not going to allow you to punk me out of my kid's life.
Amen, bro.
So if it means go to court, just go to court.
Okay. You done that.
I've done that one, two, three times. All three of my kids, and that's like, you're not finna hustle me just to get money because that seems to be a new hustle.
Yeah, absolutely.
These women today, some of them, I'm not gonna say all, because there's some good women that will hustle you. Just they'll have your baby.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, they listen to their friends and be easily manipulated. Or some, that's what they looking to do anyway, is get you the money out your pocket. Oh, you ain't gonna be with me? Let's go, let me go get money out your pocket so I could be still relevant in your life. And
That's the part, that part right there is
mm-hmm,
what I identify with.
mm-hmm,
I've grown up now, but I played the game. I
mm-hmm,
played the game of we're not together,
mm-hmm,
but I really don't want you with nobody else.
mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use this kid to play around with your emotions and your feelings because I know this right here. You love this child.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use this child to get my way with you.
That's the way it goes.
And most men can't handle that pressure because I wanted to talk about that. What kind of pressure are men under when they're doing all they can? They going to court, they paying child support, they're doing all they can just to see their child, and they still have to fight to see their kid.
Well, the stress of it is, why is it that we as parents, both of us have parts?
Mm-hmm.
Why do we want each other to struggle? Why do we want to take each other through all these unnecessary ups, downs? Then the child sees it. It is a trauma in their lives because they see both parents can't get along. So then, what I hear today, the kid is questioning and talking back to the parent, like, "Well, you ain't doing what you supposed to do. Why I got to do what I got to do? What I'm supposed to do? You didn't live by those same standards, you know." And that to me, it sets the tone on how things are going to go there on and on and on and on throughout their life and yours, because everything seems to be a fight, a struggle. It becomes a norm at this point because this is what you know, and then this is what you know how to go about doing things. You're going to take it, the tool, this, and use it in your life and carry it on to the next. And this is how the way the community is, my day, by living and learning how the way to move in their life. And it's a lot less of stress away than what we have seen, you know. And the only way you can be able to be, uh, successful in parenting nowadays, both parents have to be on the same page. One should not outshadow the other. The other ones, that is more common sense. Like, how do you want to live your life? Do you want to live in peace, or do you want to live in drama, unnecessary drama at that? Because a lot of things could be canceled out through communication.
Yes, and that's the part right there. I don't think the intention is to cooperate in the first place because in order to communicate
Yeah.
on that level that you're speaking about, you have to want to cooperate
Hmm.
as the baby mama, so to speak.
Hmm.
It's like a whole trend. That's like a whole thing with baby mama drama.
Hmm.
Um, Newsflash, you got a kid with that man, but he not yours. He don't belong to you. You're not his wife because you got a kid. You don't own him. So we have to first register that reality in our mind. Yes, you may still have feelings. You may even want him back, but he don't belong to you. So you don't have a right to him like that. So I just wanted that to be said because even with baby mamas too, you don't own me. You don't own
It
me.
definitely goes both ways.
It
Yeah.
goes both ways. And
Hmm.
so we see our kids caught up in the middle. We don't like what we see. We don't like seeing them vandalized in downtown. We don't like seeing what we see, and we complain about it. But we don't want to start peeling back them layers, getting to the why of the matter. Why is it this way? Because dad is not free to be dad. So where are you now? Where would you say you are now with all the drama that has taken place with your children?
You mean as far as to my kids or
The
with their mom?
relationship, both the mama and the relationship.
Well, with my kids, they know dad. Dad sees them. Dad talks to them. Dad always been there since day one. Uh, Despite the fact that they may have seen or heard some of the things that may have, passed through their ears through hearing conversation between me and the mom, or, you know, it happens sometimes, it spills over like that. But, I always try to give that opinion to her to, don't do that because, I was told what you dish out, it comes back to you. And, with that being said, I always try to, steer away from that. Like, your mom is still your mom. She loves you just like I do. We both want, the best for you, despite what me and her have going on between each other. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as to the mom, it's stubbornness, right? Stubbornness is a bad, to me it's poison to all relationships when you're stubborn because nothing moves. Nothing ever gets done because everyone is stubborn in a way where they don't want to let things go and move on for their happiness. And what do we got nowadays that we figured out that we have? What do they call it now? Where you have that mental. I forgot what they call it. But to me, you you got to work on you. You got to be able to channel your thoughts to figure out: do I still want to let the past still be relevant, or do I want my today, my right now, going forward to be relevant? And and that will help growth. Like yeah, the way you want to live your life. How can you give yourself to someone else and you have not left the past? You cannot take that crap with you. You know.
And I was
And
going to say that too. We become mothers
hmm
before we find out who we are.
hmm
When you young like that and you didn't gave yourself completely away,
hmm
you didn't gave yourself completely away before you even found out who you are, your identity.
hmm
So now you know that you're a mother. I'm a mom, and you don't really know what to do with when dad decide I want to do something else. This is not what I meant for it to be. Especially those one night stands or, you want a relationship and then you have a baby, you expect for him to just kind of want to create that family. And some women get crazy because
hmm
they feel as though I have your kids, so I should be able to be first in your life. Do you have the drama between the mamas? Because I'm going to tell you, me, this is the game I played with my baby daddy.
hmm
I would tell him, my child's father, okay? I would tell him, it's over. We breaking up.
hmm
I'm going our separate ways.
hmm
I would literally wait for him to move on. I will wait for him to get a girlfriend or somebody he like, and then I go break them up on purpose because I wanted to always know that because I had the kid, I was
You still
first.
want to sit in that chair, huh?
Hmm?
You still want to sit in that chair.
I still.
So okay, you know, uh, with me, no, there has to be boundaries, right?
Mm-hmm.
I particularly control what I want to do, what I say out my mouth, how I carry myself to, uh, make people relevant or not.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so if I don't give you that platform, you don't sit on that platform.
Wow. So wait a minute. Hold on,
So
Chief. Wait, hold on.
I
Wait, I ain't mad
control
at you.
I control that.
I want to know
So
how. How do you do that?
how do I do that?
Mm-hmm.
I always tell them, it you can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? Either you in or you out. And with me, if you was out, I lock the door. You ain't coming back.
I locked the door.
I lock the door. Ain't no stepping back. You know, as much as
Hey,
you,
Tari.
I know a
Hey,
lot of
cuz.
women to play. They monitor your social media.
They do.
Okay, they monitor your friends as far as to what they can look and see on their page to see what's going on in your life, so they can call you, complain and saying, oh, blah blah blah. I'll be more like, dang, she doing a lot. I got a lot of power with her
Mm.
in her life to really disdirect herself from going on to wondering what's going on with me.
So when you say you lock the door
Hmm.
when they leave out,
Hmm.
baby mama too,
Yeah,
your version of locking the door is that when you sleeping together no more.
that means that we have limited communication. If it ain't about my kids,
Okay.
don't call me.
See, I like that because I think what ends up happening is
Yeah,
that the father still be trying to tip out the back door with the mama and know he got a
and
girl.
you know what? You know that man did not do himself any justice with that, because just like the woman, you can't play both sides. It's sharp both ways. You're gonna cut either way.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Either you gonna be a man about it, or you gonna be a little boy about it. The little boy gonna play the games. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
The man's gonna stand up and put his foot down, and let you know in the dope, like, this is what it's gonna be.
Uh oh.
This is how it's gonna be. This is how we gonna get along. And if you want to get along, you gonna stay on that route, right? You're gonna have to stay on that line of respect,
Woo.
because if you want your respect, I so want mine. So honor it.
That's right.
Honor it.
I
If you can't
love that
honor
about
it,
you.
you know, like I said, that door been locked. And I hate to see, you have to block them. I hate to see, you know, you have to, like me, I have to set the boundaries by, look, I don't even pick my kid up no more. I send people to pick up my kids because I
Mhm.
don't want that drama in my life.
Wow.
I have to ask whoever I'm dealing with
That's a nugget
to
for
keep,
somebody.
because the game is, you know, what can I get out of him?
Mm-hmm.
How do I get him off his square?
Yes.
Because if they can do that, control your anger. I've been in the process where trying to have me locked up.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the dangerous games
You
that
ain't
I
that
have been.
dude.
I'm not finna let you be my downfall.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I already done moved on in my life. You
Right.
know, I'm
Right.
not gonna allow you to take me on a drive, and I ain't even getting in that car with you to take that drive. I'm not gonna do that.
That's
So
what I love about you. I
I'm not gonna
I
do that.
I've seen, I hear a lot of stories with guys, and some of them give up because they it's so much pressure they can't take it, and they be like, you know what, you and them kids can beat it, and I'm gonna go over here and start me a little family with Sally. I don't got time. You get some brothers that get over when they can't take it at the length of time you've been on this journey. I know well over a decade with baby mama drama, and I've
Man, my
seen you not
oldest
break.
is 22.
Yeah.
My oldest is 22. Her mama, I don't been through some stuff with her where it's like, she'll say my kid needs medication and she needed some money.
Hmm.
And I told her, look, I got benefits. I have a medical card. Uh, I will happily pass you that medical card so you can go get that medication, because a
Cause she
lot of
got benefits.
medications don't you have to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, no, no. I need the money. I said, I scratched my head and I'm like, I know you. You want me to take care of the other kids. You want me to do what the other father ain't doing.
Uh oh.
And I've been in that chair too.
Uh oh. I
I've been in
know.
that chair too,
I
where I
know.
had to overextend. I only have one child with you. Just because that dude ain't doing what I'm doing for mine doesn't mean you could take the same privilege that I have for my kid and use it to take care of your other kids. Now, I have done that, but within my own
Because you want to
I
do it.
want to do
Yeah,
it.
not because you've been
Not
slick,
because you trying to play me,
hook and crook.
and I'm not finna do that. I
Yeah.
see you coming. So let me stop you right then and there. No. So you finna get mad because now you set yourself up for me to do the get off the phone because you didn't want to
We
take
don't
what
be
I
want to
can
talk
give
about
you.
this kind of stuff. It's too
We,
real.
you didn't take what I can give you,
Yeah.
which is more helpful because her name is on the medical card. She has the benefits just like I do.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to. I'm paying like 800. I'm paying like $700 a month for insurance for all my kids. I have no reason
My God.
to take you through the bull crap when I could just push the bull crap to the side. Here you go. You can go to Walgreens, Walmart. You can go to anywhere. Blue
Mm-hmm.
Cross Blue Shield is accepted
Yeah.
and get that medication.
See, I love that. I love the fact that you don't give them a reason to say you don't do this and you don't do that. You cover all territory
Mhm.
from the health care to the roof over their head to the plane tickets to the. I mean, I'm just like, what kind of mind do we have when nothing a man can do for his kid is good enough? It's because we are lacking something on the inside. I
Yeah.
think that sometimes we expect the downfall. And when we don't see that, we try
Mhm.
to create more ammunition. Oh, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
Mhm.
And I don't understand that when you have, you know, how many people wish they had a good dad like that, a good present father.
Look, God has been good to me, and that's who leads me.
Mm-hmm.
And God ain't gonna steer me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
God gave me the patience,
Mm-hmm.
the understanding, and I pray on everything
Mm-hmm.
that I do
Okay.
before I do it. I
Okay.
never try to do stuff out of, oh man, this girl trying to play me, and I'm not trying to let her dictate my thoughts
Mm-hmm.
with her games.
Yes.
And I try to make the best decision possible upon protecting myself
Mm-hmm.
because if I'm a fall, my kids fall.
Wow.
And I don't
Mm,
want
mm,
to
mm.
be a statistic or live out a movie that you see every day. The man makes the wrong decision and wind up behind bars, and then he's completely off the board.
My God.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm still trying to be the man that I best can be for my kids, regardless.
It's your
Regardless.
genuine heart for me.
Hmm.
In the fact that you
Hmm.
mean that from your core.
I don't just mean it. I walk it. I
Wow.
live it. That's my life. You know.
Oh, okay.
Uh. I don't try to tear a woman down.
Right.
If anything, I'm trying to help you get yourself together to understand how this truly works. And if this is going to be successful, us raising these kids, you have to understand it takes two.
Mm, mm.
And I don't never want a kid to say where they daddy
Y'all
at.
see that tear falling down his face. We gotta, man.
Hey,
Okay, we're gonna take a
yeah.
break real quick and come
Mhm.
back with my younger version of Baby Mama Drama
Yeah.
in just a moment. So we're back, the IntellectualRadio.com Fireside Chat, and I'm going to present my second guest, CJ. Uh, he's going to share with us because he's a younger version of the older. He has his own experiences with baby mama drama, and I want to hear from him on how it affected his life as a new father, as a young father. I do see that he have grown. Hey Andrea, I do see that he has grown from where he was. I see the growth and maturity in him as a dad, but I want him to share a little bit of his journey of some of the things you overcame from the beginning when you was a new father with the baby mama drama and all that. How did you handle that? And how did you get to where you are today?
Okay. Well, how you doing?
And I'm like,
All
mm-hmm,
right. So, I'm gonna start off by saying that I became a father pretty early.
yeah,
So I didn't know what I was doing,
mm-hmm,
but I just knew one thing that I have a kid coming, and I want to be there no matter what. Now, for the most part of everything is that I don't know, everything was kind of confusing to me, and I was just going with the flow, trying to learn as I go. Now, I grew up in a two-parent household, so I know how it is, how it looks like to have actual parents, the way though it should be, and going dealing with the fact that I'm no longer with my first child's mother. That it makes it kind of awkward because I don't know how to be a part-time dad. I only seen a full-time father in my life, so
wow,
I don't know what that looks like for real. You know,
so good.
so it looks kind of it's kind of hard to think about every day till still to this day because I love my daughter. I do with a
Mhm.
passion.
Yeah,
I even got her name tattooed on me.
I'm
But
sure.
and she makes it a little difficult for me to actually try to understand how to parent the right way if because you could be teaching her one thing in your household and then I'm teaching her another, and that's making her confused. She don't know which who to listen to. You got one household telling her one thing and another household telling her another.
Is there any common ground between the two of y'all now come to parenting? Like, she caught on yet to divide and conquer, try to play all against each other yet, or
Uh,
is she confused? Like, who do I listen to?
I think my daughter's pretty smart, so
Yeah.
she kind of pick and choose what she listens to.
Oh, okay.
you know, but when it comes to school, we both on the same page about that for sure, though. Like we make sure like go to school, do what you're supposed to do your work, school first, friends last. I used to take my daughter to school every day, even when I wasn't able to. I mean, I wasn't supposed to. I did it anyway, just so I can have that conversation with her every day before I let her out of school. I have a list of rules that I explain to her, and she repeats it back to me before she goes in there. I love you. Have a good day. I'll see you when you get out.
How does baby mama drama get in the way of you being a dad? Are you the dad you want to be, or are you the dad that she allow you to be? Like you said, you don't know how to be a part-time dad because you had a full-time dad.
Hmm.
So is there cooperation from mom's end to help you be the dad that you desire to be to your daughter?
Um, it's kind of difficult. So now is I'm not the father that I want to be. I want to be able to wake up and see my daughter every day. I don't, because she lives with her mother. And sometimes I get on the weekends. That's if my daughter wants to come with me, because sometimes she wants to do stuff with her mom. That's when her mom's not working. So um, now I gotta wait until she's able to come to me. I used to try to beg and see her all the time, but that gets exhausting.
Yeah.
Always try to fight, argue. I mean, with that, you know, I'm not gonna argue with you about trying to see somebody I created.
Right. So does that come across to her as you don't care? Because we'll play that
They do,
off,
they do,
and
they do.
we'll does she when her tactics not working? Do it come across like you don't care about your daughter? You don't care if you don't
It,
love her?
yeah,
Yeah.
that definitely get thrown in my face a lot.
I don't like to use the kid as a weapon method. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Mm,
I don't like using that as the kid is a pawn in this, and it's kind of crazy. This ain't chess. This is life. This
Hmm.
ain't chess.
Hmm.
Stop using the kid as a weapon.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And you know, that goes back to what I'm saying. When it comes down to dealing with people who want to communicate and be less dramified and have that tool to teach their kids. You can't teach your kids this is how the way to carry business because it's going to be a downfall.
Hmm.
It's all going to trickle downhill.
Hmm.
You can't carry that into any life to think that that's going to be successful. You got to show them how to communicate. You got to even in school. You got to tell your child to sit there and listen,
Hmm.
understand what you're getting fed, and whatever the teacher is teaching.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You gotta do that.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that because I believe that if we will allow our men to guide our children more and get out of our emotions, you know, I'm not talking about situations where it's a safety issue and mom have to do what she got to do to keep things safe. I'm talking about when and it's been proven, this man has proven himself to be a good father. The ammunition that we have and the fight that we put up put y'all through just to be a father and then complain
mhm,
about when little Johnny ain't doing what he's supposed to do and when he wilding out or she's wilding out.
mhm.
But when we are, huh? Oh, where are you calling from? Hello?
Hi, I am calling from Chicago. I had a question for your panel.
Okay.
I wanted to know, when does baby mama drama start? How does it start?
Well, for me, how did it start? That separation. That separation from what they've been getting to what they ain't getting no more. It could be financially. It could be mentally. It could be various of things that they was feeding off of to feel that they was loved, and then it's been taken away. So with whatever decision that separated them, that's how it started. It's getting over that heartbreak. And if she feels though she can do this to still be relevant, whatever the tactics may be that she plays, and you shoot it down, it just amps it up even more because the denial. A lot of people can't handle denial.
Yeah. And to add to that, I think baby mama drama starts when the mother, hmm,
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
Uh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good
You're
show.
welcome.
Bye.
Okay. So that was unexpected, y'all. It's my first time getting a caller. I didn't even know that I could do it. I would have answered her correctly. Bloopers. Anyway, so um, but to add to what she was saying, sorry, I don't know what happened right there. I think that the baby mama drama starts when we decide that we're going to weaponize the child. It's a decision. Nobody just wake up and decide, you when you don't want to deal with your emotions and you don't want to be real with yourself and you don't want to take accountability and become emotionally intelligent, get yourself some therapy and some help to keep you emotionally stable where you can properly advocate and be a parent without including your past emotions in the residue of the relationship with and let it come between the father and the child. It's a decision. You decided that that's what you were going to do. So that's how it started. It started because we decided that that's what we're going to do.
Mm. I think it's because people like for my generation wise, I had
Mm-hmm.
my baby when I was 17. It's because we're forcing something that we wasn't ready for,
True.
you know, and we weren't mature enough to handle the fact that we have a kid, and you keep on trying to push the issue, it makes you grow up too fast,
Mm-hmm.
faster than what you was ready for.
Yeah.
So if you steady trying to grow up fast and not actually learn how to be yourself first,
Mm-hmm.
and you trying to be a parent,
Mm-hmm.
you don't even know how to live as a your own.
Exactly.
So now you clashing with the person that you with,
Mm-hmm.
because y'all both trying to be something y'all not ready for.
Exactly. Prematurely.
Mhm.
So I don't know who I am. You don't know who you are. We're both children. Now we got a baby and we gotta try to figure this thing out. And it's a journey because you're growing up with the child and you're developing and maturing along the way. This is why community is important. When you have your seasoned fathers and your seasoned mothers to try to help you guide you through what they already have been through. And many times, especially this generation, don't have an ear to hear anything. Don't want to hear anything. And you can't tell them nothing because that's my child.
Mhm.
Well, you still a kid too. And we just trying to help both of y'all kids out.
Exactly.
So we welcome community like that. It wouldn't be so difficult because you'll have somebody's like you got your dad to go to,
Mhm.
and she'll have her mom. But sometimes I find that the grandmothers
Yeah, they definitely get in the way.
is toxic as ever when it comes down to the kids.
Mm.
The baby mama drama, they be behind it all.
Mm.
I found that out and I was just like, wow,
And that's
I
another
couldn't
part.
believe
I
it.
didn't want to get into the, like I said, the generation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a generational curse, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you go into a situation, you see how your child's mom came up,
Mm-hmm.
and you see no dad around,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at the mother to try to really get an understanding, of that girl who you with,
Yeah.
as to who she is and how she came up,
Mm-hmm.
and what way her mom thinks, to how the way she carried herself
Mm-hmm.
as the teacher to her.
Mm-hmm.
You pay attention to all that to learn if that's really the situation you really want to be in,
Mm-hmm.
to dictate your mother and father relationship with your child, because her mother has sometimes have an influence on her,
Mm-hmm.
to whatever her experiences have been or made.
Mm-hmm.
She may have poured into her what to do, what not to do, what you should do, uh, those steps,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
And to me, you know, it's like it's time to put your grown woman pants on.
Mhm.
Uh, if
Your
your mother
mama.
had all the answers, your dad is probably be there, or some type of male figure that'll probably give you some male influence to tell you how to be with a man and how to way to be able to help yourself in the long run,
Mm-hmm.
communication wise.
Communication.
You
That's what
know,
it boils down to.
Because at
yeah,
the end of the day, y'all supposed to be a team.
exactly.
Teamwork make the
And
dream work.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I'm gonna tell you. This is probably gonna shock a lot of women, but I'm gonna tell you what I did. I told my kid's father um, that we're always striving to become better,
Mm-hmm.
and because we are a team, ain't no big ass and little U's. Once
Mm-hmm.
that paternity is established, be it he signed a birth certificate or he took a paternity test, you have just as much legal rights this child as I do. And I don't have a right to challenge you when it comes to this kid. And that's where a lot of young men don't know that. So because of that, I told my children's dad, I was like, okay, I got some things coming. I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna do this. I said, and I'm gonna take you off child support. I'm gonna take you off because he does more than his share. He does child support, and then he'll turn around and still send buku monies, bad, send expensive clothes through the mail, do all that. See, that's a level of appreciation. Let me let you breathe for a minute. You understand?
Mhm.
Because I need you to be emotionally sane. We have a teenager. He's getting ready to be 13 years old. I need you to be completely clear headed
Mhm.
and understand that, you know what? As a mom, I'm only gonna go so far. And the same thing with our young women. If you know you was a buzz down and you left off there, you don't know nothing else to teach her but that. Because you're the mature past that. So you need to let dad come into her life where she can experience real love from a man and not look for it in all the wrong places. Because that's what they end up doing. And when you deny that, and when you don't let him do that, that's exactly what she's going to do. And that's saying, the cycle starts all over again.
Right.
So we have to be so careful and understand that piece of it too, that they need a healthy love from a man. And if your life not showing them that, you ain't got no brother in your life that's showing them that healthy love, you need to let them get it from their father while they're young.
Mhm.
For they be somewhere on their back trying to get it. And you thought you was doing some slick.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, this is conversation that needs to be had. And I'm so grateful that you guys was, willing to come on and be transparent and honest and share y'all journey and y'all experiences because somebody needs to know. Somebody needs to know. So I'm gonna ask this question right here from both of y'all. What do you say to a young man that is where you once was? What do you say to him when he feel like he defeated? I can't win no matter what I do. Everything she asks me to do, I do. It's nothing is never good enough. I can't give enough. I can't do not. I can't win with this woman with my kid. What are some nuggets you could give that young man to help him endure that and not give up on his child?
Wow.
Well, I would say, it depends on you and what you want for your life. How do you want your life to be, and how do you want your relationship to be with your kids?
Mm-hmm.
If it's the world to you, you're gonna tear the world up to be with that kid. Meaning the right way though,
Mm-hmm.
the right way.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go take the natural steps, do your homework, and take that first step into getting involved in being in your child's life. Uh, I would say that that dictates what type of man you're going to be. You can't allow in this world, especially here at home. You know, people will take you for a ride, and they would take your pride, and they would take whatever they can take from you, so you won't be able to see yourself move forward. They will always sit on you until you bounce up and say, no, 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 I'm not going to keep allowing people to just take advantage of me and think that they can have a way with me. You got to understand this is do life. Life is what teaches your biggest teacher.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to go to school and you're going to get that diploma and you're going to go on to make yourself better, you got to understand it's always going to be a fight.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a fight. It's always going to be roadblocks. It's
Mm-hmm.
within how the way you step to it.
Okay.
If you're a stepper, step.
Okay. Okay. What about you? What about you, CJ?
I kind of got a little experience in this department right here. So when my daughter, well, I wasn't able to see her. Her mom would let me. I just go sneak and see her while she's at her grandmother's house,
Mm.
or I was like sneak and go
Sneak.
see her. Yeah, I sneak and go see her while she's at school, or like whenever I catch her or somebody, like I have a lot of people that I used to talk to where they live at.
Mm.
So there's once they see her, they be like, "Oh, I just seen your daughter up down this way." I'm like, "Okay, I'll be over that way in a little bit." Boom, I go over there, try to go see her, talk to her, kiss her, hug her, let her know that daddy's still here. I
Mhm.
got your back,
Mhm.
regardless of what anybody say.
Mhm.
And my daughter knows that till this day.
So you saying that, and kind of what he said too, I think you find a person that can be the middle person. You say
Hmm.
you'll go see her mom's house. And like he said earlier, to avoid the conflict, if every time we make a connection to see the child and I got to deal with all this stuff,
Hmm.
then I'll find somebody else we can communicate with as in the middle so that we won't clash all the time. And when I got to pick her up, maybe somebody else could drop her off. Maybe I could pick her up from Granny house
Hmm.
instead of your house or whatever. So y'all saying that sometimes it helps to have that support, like that person in the middle to advocate between the two of y'all, and that's and not gonna be messy with it though.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But really is intentional about just helping y'all establish these visitations.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you can't always go
That's
to the
wisdom.
grandmother, so I go through the sister, or I
See?
go to just anybody, whoever that's being cordial enough for me to see my daughter. That's who I go to
Okay.
without having to argue with the BM, or just have to
Okay.
be in her face.
Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all for coming out. And this is going to post. I'm going to share it. I want us to wake up and smell the Folgers. Okay. We are our own enemy. And it doesn't make any sense the condition that our children is in. It doesn't have to be, because as a mother, you're that child, especially a daughter.
Mhm.
My daughter is married. She married a virgin.
Mhm.
She married as a virgin. I raised her. I trained her how to be a wife, not a girlfriend. I talked to her. I taught her respect, even when her dad was off his square. I made her respect him. I showed her how to honor him, even from a distance,
Exactly.
because this is what you do as a mother. You guide and you teach, and the things you put in your children, when they grow up, they won't depart from it. But what are we putting in them? We're teaching them how to be damaging to our community as well, and in our household we're teaching them that we don't value a father, we don't value a man, a cover, and a lead. We don't value that at all. What we value is some government benefits.
Mm,
That's what we value.
sure.
And it ain't no check, no Section 8, nothing gonna take the place of that father's presence in
That's
that
true.
child's life. And that's 100 right there. And we pay for it. When at the end of the day, when they grow older and you ain't taught them nothing, they get out in the world to have relationships and they fail miserably. Because what did you teach me? You taught me from an undeveloped place. Now I got to skin up my knees and elbows and learn the hard way, just like you did, if you ever learned anything.
Mm,
But in this platform, accountability from women is a plus, because sometimes y'all just need y'all pain validated.
mm,
Sometimes I just need you to validate that you wrong for
right.
what you did, and
Right.
that's that.
Right.
And then I can start my healing process. But as long as we got people in our ear telling us, girl, that's right.
Mhm.
That's right. Get him for every damn he got. That's right. Girl, don't let him foul her. Nah, girl.
Mhm.
As long as we got them bitter old women in our ear telling us wrong, guiding us wrong, you don't have to get all of your information from your circle. Find you another circle, another village that's
Mhm.
thriving, that you see community, and you can have somebody else to pour into you. I did. I had women poured into me that wasn't in my village, but I
Right.
was open to receive it though.
Mhm.
They taught me what a lady was. They taught me what a woman was. They taught me how to be a mother. They added to that teaching that I got to teach my child how to be, teach me how to be a mother to my child. But you got to be teachable. You got to become a student,
Mhm.
because that's not the way. That's not the way. And we can do it.
Right.
We can do it. It's a decision. We can do it.
Yeah,
I believe in us.
that's true. I want to
So we're
also
ready.
say that
Mhm.
I don't believe that it's always the single mothers though, cause there's some really messed up men out here. I know a few.
It goes
Yeah.
both ways.
It goes both
Yeah, we're
ways.
gonna, don't
We
worry.
all got a
Don't
part to
worry.
play.
When we get the baby mamas on here, they gonna be dramatic. You already know they going
Yeah,
in
I'm
for the
not.
kill.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have them in the future. Don't jump ahead of me,
Mm.
because they gonna, you don't have to say that. They gonna definitely let you know how they feel about every single thing, every version of a man. Okay?
Mhm.
Well, I just hope that they listen before they speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope that they come in with the heart of gold to understand how the
Mm.
way life truly works.
Hmm.
And you can't always put on Front Street this, oh, this man ain't this man ain't that. So
Everybody
what
had
are
a role to
you?
play.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. So it's gonna, again,
Yeah.
the freedom to speak. They'll have the freedom to speak, and we can comb through some
Hmm.
things that is erroneous thinking. You thinking that way because you're toxic.
Mm.
That's not the way you should be thinking. And it's just like you guys.
Hmm.
You know the difference. You mature. You know the difference. You know when, okay, I done grew up from this. I was a mess. I was messing up. She had a right to act like that.
Hmm.
But then somewhere in your life, you mature and you be on top of your business, and you know she really don't have a reason to be doing the things that she's doing. I'm not giving her a reason to do this. So why is she doing that?
Well,
Because she want to, you know.
mm,
So that's
just
what I mean.
can't
And
get over
these
the
are
anger.
conversations that we have behind closed doors that I'm
Hmm.
just bringing to the public,
Right.
because we real good at masquerading and putting on a facade. Like, no, we got to come on up. We got to come on up back to the pride, back to when family was valued and we valued each other, and our kids reap the
Yeah,
benefit
it's a
of
lot
our
of
healthy relationship.
demasculating going on. It's a lot of masculating going
So,
on, making
yeah.
a man feel less than a man and a woman feel less than a woman. You know, those are, some people Some tough people can like, yeah, okay,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And then you got
Yeah.
some that are they mentally can't
Mm-hmm.
accept the
Yeah.
negative because maybe they believe in everything that man say or they believe in everything that woman's saying. So his word is bond, right? So that's if you love me, you love me. I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
If you hate me, you hate me. You show me that. Oh, I believe that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all within your mindset. If you're gonna sit there and be a good listener, be a good listener.
Mm-hmm.
If you just don't want to hear, then your mind was already made up
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna go with whatever you got in your bag already to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the way to me I perceive the person had that mindset up from the get go.
Yeah.
They already knew what they was gonna do already. They had it already planned and it played out like that.
Yeah.
They know what they want to deal with. They know
Yes.
what they don't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
You choose. You
Right.
have the right to choose.
Mm-hmm.
We have the right to choose.
Freedom of choice, like I said. Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for these guys coming out and sharing their truth right here on the Fireside Chat. We're going to continue these type of conversations because they're needed, and we're not going to mask around. We're going to dig right on in and deal with the difficult stuff and embrace the difficult conversations, just like we do the laughter and the comedy on social media. We're going to embrace the difficult conversations as well because they need to be had, and there's answers right within our own community. We don't have to go looking for anything else. We just need to get together and take accountability and decide we're going to move forward like grown-ups. So y'all be blessed. Till next time on the Fireside Chat. Join me on IntellectualRadio.com to continue these conversations on Sunday at 4 p.m. Meet me right here.
She's that flower that I picked up out the garden when the others didn't want to grow. She's my Gina, she's my Vivian, my fancy. It don't matter, I'm gonna play the role. She's my beauty, she's my queen. I told her I'll be king. I promise not to.